What is up, everybody? I'm sure you've heard the news by now, but in case you haven't, just recently there was a Nintendo Mini Direct, and we got something that I don't think many of us were expecting, but something that did make lots of people, myself included, very happy. After 3 years of almost complete radio silence, we finally got another update on Shin Megami Tensei V. Yeah, this is another one of those announcements that just came completely out of nowhere and blew my expectations out of the water. I mean, when I saw that there was going to be a mini direct, I really was not expecting anything. I was just expecting some boring indie titles or ports or something. I was definitely not expecting Shin Megami Tensei V to be shown. In fact, I even joked about it on Twitter, but turns out it actually happened. And, you know, as crappy as this year has been, Atlus has really just been blowing our expectations out of the water. I mean, first we got Persona 5 Scramble in Japan, which, based on the demo that I played, turned out to be a lot better than I was expecting. And then we got Persona 4 Golden ported to PC, and now, not only did we get an update on Shin Megami Tensei V, but it's getting a simultaneous worldwide release. And we also got an announcement for a remaster of Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne for Switch and PS4, which is the Maniac's Chronicle version, and it adds voice acting. Yeah, despite some of the things I've said over the last couple years, I think Atlus has a bright future ahead of them. Now, I'm sure you all are wondering what kind of observations I've made on this trailer for Shin Megami Tensei V, and well, there's really not a lot to say. We get a good look at the new protagonist, we see that Lucifer is back with his old Kaneko design, we get a good look at the new world, we see some new demons, some old demons, and then we see this guy who kinda looks like Akira from Infernal Tokyo and Shin Megami Tensei 4. Could be a coincidence, but an interesting observation nonetheless. I've also heard some fan theories that this game takes place immediately after Nocturne, which, yeah, I can definitely see the similarities, but I still think we should wait for more info, which I am sure we'll be getting soon. Hopefully at Tokyo Game Show, but we'll see. Now, as for my own personal opinions on the trailer, well, now that I've calmed down a little and have looked at it more objectively, I hate to be that guy, but honestly, I found this trailer a tiny bit disappointing. Don't get me wrong, it is by no means a bad trailer, and I'm definitely glad we got it, but I just feel like for something that we waited 3 years for, it could have been a whole lot more. And I say this mainly because they didn't show any gameplay. I mean, Atlus, you're gonna make us wait 3 years for info, the least you could do is give us a few seconds of gameplay. But that also kind of bleeds into the other issue I have with this trailer, which is the release date. Just 2021. No date, no month, no season, not even a quarter, just the year, which, going by other games, pretty much means that they're not actually sure when it will be ready, which also 90% of the time means that it'll get delayed. Again, I could be wrong, I mean, I hope I'm wrong, but I also know better than to get my hopes up. I had to learn that the hard way. But now I want to talk a little bit about the Nocturne remaster, because this is also something I wasn't expecting, but definitely something I think we needed. It is exactly what it says it is. It's a remaster of SMT Nocturne, but it really seems like they're putting a lot of work into it. I mean, it just seems that this generation we've been getting so many lazy remasters where they'll just upscale the resolution, maybe improve the texture quality a little bit, and then put it on the shelf for $40. But this makes it look like a brand new game. They're even adding in voice acting, and now that it's coming to a current-gen console, so many more people will be able to play it, which I definitely think they should because it's a freaking amazing game. And not to mention, it's the Maniac's Chronicle version, which up until now could only be played through an unofficial fan patch that has a game-breaking bug. Now it can be played in full HD with voice acting and an official translation. And I'm sure there are also going to be some new features and tweaks here and there. I mean, we already know that there's going to be a new merciful difficulty mode for new players, which is definitely a good thing because it may make it a little less intimidating to them. And personally, I'd like to see some new demons, maybe some new optional bosses, but this is all just wishful thinking. And even if they don't actually add anything new, I'm still excited that more people will be able to experience this awesome game. And maybe if it does well enough, we'll even be getting more SMT games remastered, like Digital Devil Saga HD, maybe Raido, maybe SMT 9. So yeah, that's all I have to say about the new announcements, but before I wrap things up, I just want to ask one more thing. Where is Persona 5 Scramble? I mean, I never thought I'd actually be asking for a Persona 5 spin-off when we're getting 2 mainline SMT games, but that game has been out in Japan for like 5 months now, and there's still no word of when it'll be getting a Western release. I mean, maybe I'm just being a little too pessimistic, but I played the demo for it when it released in Japan, and I absolutely loved it, and I still want to be able to play the full game in English. I know that sounds weird coming from the guy that used to complain about Persona 5 milking all the time, but, you know, wouldn't it suck if we ended up not getting the best P5 spin-off in the West in the same timeline we got these pieces of crap? So, yeah, the TLDR of this video is SMT5 looks great, though I'm being cautiously optimistic. Nocturne Remastered looks great, and even though we're getting this stuff, I still want to see a Western release of Scramble. But anyway, as always, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to rate, comment, and or subscribe. Be sure to tell me what you think of Shin Megami Tensei V in the comments below. And until the next video, I will see you all later.